And in today's Game Changers, we are joined by Thabang Phala of what? Cybermate.
Cybermate.
Yes.
Cybermate.
Beautiful, you did it. You got it right.
I'm glad. Anyway, welcome to the Morning Glory, Thabang. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me, guys. I'm good. Yourselves?
No, you're welcome, Thabang.
Thank you.
Can't complain. So we're just going to get straight into the point. Why are you here today, sir?
I am
Who is
part of...
Thabang? Why are you here? What is CyberMA?
Yes. No, Thabang Phala is a young person who is passionate about cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I lead an organization called Cybermate.
Mm-hmm.
The purpose of the organization is to raise awareness around cybersecurity.
Yeah.
So it means that, people who are not safe online, we try to help them to become safe online. So we do three things.
Mm-hmm.
Number one is to do policy advocacy and influence. So we influence governments to make sure that policy, it is there to make people safe there where they are online in South Africa. Number two, we deal with skills development and empowerment for ICT SMEs. So the SMEs that are there in Kokasi, we're trying to help them to get into the space of cybersecurity. Then number three, we deal with public awareness and education. So we go to the malls, we go to different communities, educating people on how to be safe online.
Yeah.
Easy.
You do quite a lot, actually, ne?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's something, the first thing that you talked about, right? Can you just try to elaborate maybe in a simple term? Yeah, and then I think when you were talking about, or like you're working with government, I don't know, like I was a bit lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So essentially what happens is that honestly, policies that need to be put in place by government.
Okay. Yeah.
And those policies need to be in place to make sure that we protect people in South Africa. And then by protecting people when they are online. So for instance, if they are on the internet, if they're surfing, if they're using devices or applications that you guys have, like your WhatsApps, your Facebook and whatnot. So they need to put in policies that can protect you as citizens. So we influence them to make sure that there's the right policies that are aligned to what people need to do.
That's it.
So can you tell us a bit more about your journey into the ICT sector and what drives your passion about cybersecurity and youth development?
No, definitely. I've been in the youth development space for well over 13 years now. But
13?
Definitely.
You've been there,
I've been. So I started back in the days in Shoshanguve. And that was my passion for youth development, empowering young people. But in the ICT sector, I've been a scholar, a student, and I'm a graduate of IT. So I did what we call Web and Applications Development, called TUT. So I've been in the sector. I entered it as a web developer, one of the guys that developed the African Bank website. And then from there, I just entered into the sector, then got into cybersecurity, a few years ago, from 2015 actually.
Awesome.
Very interesting. So another question, as a Chief Empowerment Officer, right, at Cybermate, right, what is your responsibility and how does it impact the industry?
So essentially what I do is to conceptualize programs that are aimed at empowering people. So hence I'm a Chief Empowerment Officer. So the empowerment aspect of it is to then bring the skills. So a lot of young people don't know that there's an opportunity to get into cybersecurity.
I also didn't know.
And there's a lot of money in that sector, by the way. So I encourage a lot of young people who are listening to the show to actually enter into the sector. So it is in the cybersecurity sector. There's a lot of free courses that are available, by the way, online. Google has some of those courses, actually. There's also Cisco, Microsoft, or a whole lot of these big organizations that actually offer this courses. Some of them, they're free. And you can actually go to even UJ and other institutions to get actually free courses, or even cheaper courses as well. So I encourage people to actually enter into that sector. So that's my job. My job is to create programs for that.
Of course. Sure. So how do you think we can better equip the next generation with the digital skills they need to thrive into a evolving technology landscape?
So what we need to do as South Africans, or when working with government, is to then create programs, skills programs within the different sectors. Like you have your MICT SETA that is responsible for IT skills development in the country. And if they do that, they build the courses that are going to help our country to have the right skills. So we talk about the 4IR skills. And I think you have heard it a lot of times. The 4IR, we're in the 4IR. If you didn't know about 4IR,
you're doing a different language, Pella, with different people today.
Okay, let me go
Please
low.
bear with us.
So I'm gonna go lower. So there's this thing what we call artificial intelligence, AI.
AI,
Your phones have what we call AI. You know, all the prompts that you get, your ChatGPT that you guys are using, that is what we call AI. There's what we call cloud computing. So now when you store your information on a Google Drive, you are doing what we call cloud computing, by the way.
Oh,
so that is a technology that is there. But building the systems that do that is what we call cloud computing. Cybersecurity is also part of that. There's what we call blockchain technology. So now people are actually trading online with currencies, you know, sending money to other places and whatnot. So that is called cryptocurrency. And cryptocurrency is already bitcoins, ne?
Yeah,
you heard about
bitcoins.
bitcoins. So those things are part of what you call blockchain technology.
Okay.
So all those things they are in a basket called 4IR, Fourth Industrial Revolution.
4IR.
Yes.
Today you talk about 4IR. Finally do 4IR.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sure.
So what role do you believe mentorship plays in developing the next generation of leaders in the ICT sector?
A lot of if you want to make sure that you groom the next generation of young leaders, you need to help them to take them step by step, hold their hand and then or sometimes even push them to get to the next level as well. So this is what we call a mentorship. So when you mentor the next generation of young leaders, it is now then you are walking through the journey with them, showing them the ropes. So if I'm in ICT, I bring in my young one like I have here with me in the studios as well. So he then learns the ropes on how to actually do things within the media space or in the ICT space, and allow them to make mistakes. Grow with them, give them the right skills, expose them to opportunities, and then also introduce them to the big people that you know. Don't be selfish about contacts, because if they can grow their contacts, then they can grow their network, and their network equals their net worth.
I like that mentality. Can you be my mentor?
What?
I'll try. I'll charge. I'm joking.
Really, it's good to be a mentor and just give us platform. No, you like to try.
No, definitely
can
we can mentor.
There's something interesting that you said. You said a network builds what? Network.
Your net worth.
That's true. That's actually true. So we're gonna go quickly wrap up because of time, of course. So as someone who has made a significant contribution to the industry, what's next for you? And how do you plan on continuing driving the change?
The next big thing is to make sure that government has policies that are going to drive change in the country. And definitely, I think there's a call for me to enter into government sector. And I think, I'll raise my hand one day to become maybe a minister, of communications in the future.
Is that what you're looking at?
I think people have been calling for that, so I'll heed to the call.
There's a power in the tongue, you know that, right?
And I believe in the power of the tongue.
Good. Of course, obvious.
Get behind. I do not know you.
Please talk to my PA.
No, I'm not like that. Sure.
Awesome, and that was Thabang Phala of the Cyber M8. Thank you so much for coming through to the show. We look forward to seeing you in the future, of course, and we need to see Cyber M8. Mates. Cybermate grow and doing well in the industry.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Where on the socials?
We are on social media. If you find me personally, I am Thabang Talks. And then Thabang Talks, every social media. And then our social media for the organization is Cybermate everywhere. Cybermate Initiative or Cybermate. It is our